Hello, everybody. It's Bob Anderson, and it is June 26, 2023. This video is going to have a lot of stuff in it. So let me get to the chase first, right out of the gate. RTY, CL, and 5-minute gold line challenge. CL won. CL won. Let's just put it that way. CL won. Quick story about this. CL, I got $300 into CL today. It passed. It's over by like $11 on its $25,000 challenge. Friday last week, I was like 400 hours short on the RTY. I took a trade, 5-minute gold line trade. It was working great. I moved my target up to whatever number of ticks it was. I got the calculator out. Whatever number of ticks it was going to be for me to pass. I was going to pass by like, $4 or $5 or whatever. And I'll be damned. So I set the target up there, moved my stop to break even. And I went about my day, my working day. And I'll be damned if that thing didn't go all the way to 2 ticks from my target and then roll over, and it rolled all the way back for like $400 back against me, and then hit my stop. So now all of a sudden my trailing drawdown is only $1,100. So I'm like, Jesus, and it was that was it. That was the end of the trading day for me. So we get to today. Today, the trading day was frustrating, and I got a surprise sent to me today by a subscriber that I'm going to show you guys. And I just got so focused on this little surprise that I just took some random trades in the RTY, and I blew the damn account up. Because, to be honest with you, I'm done with it. I'm done with that account. I don't want to trade it anymore. The problem with this challenge is I should have traded, even if I was going to trade 2 accounts, I should have traded the accounts together as a copier, if anything, and then used both RTY and CL. I mean, it was frustrating to sit here and look for a CL trade, and then the RTY one would set up, and as I'm setting up over there, and I've got 2 accounts I'm trying to get to pass, and they're not working together. Instead, they're working apart. I mean, if the 2 were linked together, this would have all been done a long time ago. So that was my mistake. Last year when I did this challenge, I only had one account that I was trading instead of 2 accounts that I'm trying to simultaneously trade while doing my job. So anyways, once this one passed, I didn't care about that one anymore. Once that one passed, I didn't care about that. I mean, this one pissed me off on Friday. 2 ticks from passing. 2 ticks from passing. And I was like, you know what? I don't know. So anyways, the CL one passed. I'll get my little certificate probably tonight or some stuff like that, and then I'll, whatever. So let me tell you what happened today. Well, let me do 2 things. I am so far behind with my emails and stuff like that, so I'm going to read a couple emails quickly here. This is from somebody. I'm going to leave the names out, I guess. Hey, Bob, I hope you're doing well. I was going to give you an update. I passed 2 more evaluations. I got this message on Sunday. Only $150 from another one qualifying. My funded account is up $720 this week alone. After I pass my last account, I plan on getting 6 more 50K accounts to give me a total of 10, sorry. I can't stress enough how much better my life is getting because of finding your strategies. Couldn't have gotten this far without you. I had a quick question. Is there an available indicator that paints candles in certain colors. Once it taps the gold lines, it's hard for me to go back and look for retesting. Well, it's funny you asked that, because that's what the surprise is. But anyways, that's great news. Somebody's passed in multiple accounts. This one I got on Friday night. I got this email Friday night. I'm a retired police officer and U.S. Army veteran. By the way, I'm wearing the shirt right here, 1791. Anyways, I injured my neck and was forced to retire after 7 years and I'm only 32 years old. I had a master's in criminology that is useless, and I don't know what my plan was next until I found a love for trading 2 years ago. I am now fully using your strategy. I passed 4 evaluation accounts, and I'm $300 away from getting over the trailing drawdown on all 4 $50,000 accounts, using only the 5-minute gold line and red line trades. Sometimes open range box breakout. I first want to thank you for all your free knowledge that you have put out for the public. Like many, I have gone through several different online coaches and unfortunately often was misled and wasted hundreds of dollars. Yeah, well, I'm not asking anybody for any money. When I first watched your videos, I immediately knew this was something different compared to the usual social media stars trying to steal your money. You are a real person, and I appreciate that. I studied your trades and watched every one of your videos. Your strategy is a game changer for me. I even swore to some of my friends of mine that I would never trade the 1 minute time frame, and here I am now trading a 1 minute time frame. Thanks to you. I was trading the 5-minute 9 and 20 EMA crossing using support and resistance lines in the past. I always felt like I was behind the curve. Exactly. People looking for these moving averages to cross, by the time they cross, it's too late. You're chasing them. Now you're FOMA. Your strategy is getting on the back of the sharks, and I love it. Thank you. I have a few questions. I am not sure if you are doing this or not, but how come you aren't trading 20 PA accounts and getting one 20-tick move and calling it a day every day? You could make hundreds of thousands of dollars a month just doing 2 contracts and blah, blah, blah. Well, let me answer this question. Okay. Last year I did a 10 account challenge, and I blew it up because I screwed up my trade copier. And so then I just started going back to just doing 2 accounts, then 3 accounts, then 5 accounts. Now 6 accounts. Now 6 accounts. And what I have found is that, first of all, trading is a mental game for me more than anything. I talked about how I can see the patterns, I can see the trades, but it's the mental side of trading that that is my biggest challenge. When I started this channel, you got to remember, I didn't start this channel to teach people how to trade. I started this channel to hold myself accountable so that I could make sure I could pass these evaluations so that I can then, so I could then turn the charts back off and go about my life for the next 10 years until I retire, turn the charts back on and trade. That was really what my whole motivation was. My motivation, that's why I've never asked anybody for a dime either that watches my videos, because I was never here to teach anybody to trade. I was never here to make this my life or my living. I make a living. I build modular homes. I build lots of modular homes. December, at the end of the year, I had 12 of them out in the field being worked on. So, I'm a busy person. So trading was never my thing. But, can I turn around and get 20 accounts? Probably. But I tell you what, the mental side of it, my mind works against me. It knows what the value of each one of those ticks is, even though it's spread across 20 accounts. You know, so I still have my own weaknesses, you know, and everybody else has their own weaknesses too. I show the strategy, you figure out from there what your weaknesses are. But anyways, I thank you guys for your messages, and I want to show you guys something that a subscriber sent me a couple days ago, and I really just didn't start looking at it till today. But it's a it's a strategy that he programmed. By the way, he's from Colombia. There is a language, a little bit of a language barrier between him and I in just, you know, his English is great, but I mean, sometimes there's just like what I meant versus what he thought I meant. And by the way, his name is Roberto, but he goes by Bob. So how bad can he be, right? Anyways, Bob put together a strategy, and that's literally what it's called, a strategy, with Ninja. And it allows you to run the 5-minute gold line trade, the 5-minute red line trade, and the 1-minute gold line trade. The thing that it does is it keeps you, the thing is that it runs each one of them separately. So for example, like sitting in front of me right here, I have the 5-minute gold red line trade that I'm going to show you how it worked this afternoon, for example, in the RTY. What I have to do is take it and debug it, because for example, I saw a trade it took today. It literally enters the trades for you if you want. It's not just an indicator. It actually will enter the trades for you if you want. Otherwise, you can also use it as just an indicator. But anyways, it took a trade today in CL that violates a rule. So I got to go and test this thing, and I got to make sure it works. And what I really do like about it is it allows you to set up time zones of when you want it to be looking for trades and when you don't want it to be looking for trades, which is great. I mean, and then of course, since it's a strategy, you can use the little strategy thing and just click it on and off with enable and disable right on your Ninja organizer, you know. So like for example, if you know news is coming up but it's in a time zone that you have your strategy set up, you can just click the button that disables it and waits the news goes past and whatnot, and then you can click the button to enable it again, and it'll go back into the time that you've set up. For example, your 1-minute gold line trades, 9:45 in the morning to 11 o'clock. Okay, let's just say, or 10:30, or whatever you want to trade it at. If news is at 10, you can just turn it off at 9:50. News gets over, it moves around, starts calming down. You can click the button and it'll run from say like 10:10 all the way to 11 or whatever you got your ending for that. So it's really cool. It has a lot of stuff going on. It's kind of confusing for me. I'm not familiar with it, but I'm going to just kind of give you a glance at it, okay? So here it is, for example, in the RTY today. So what I did is I got it set up right now on this is the 5-minute red line. So here's your 5-minute red line right here. Okay, this is the 5-minute red line trade. I have it set up to start working after 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So it ran up through the 5-minute red line after 1, came back down, and then boom, took the long. It took this for me, okay? The damn thing rolled over and knocked me out by 1 tick. It rolled up, created a new spot, came back down, boom, did it again, bam, there's your 20 ticks. So here's the interesting part. So this is trade number 2 for the day of the 5-minute red line. This is trade number 3 of the 5-minute red line, and it keeps a total. So the total for the day was $300, 60 ticks, 2 contracts, okay? because I had it set up to do 2 contracts. So what was the first trade? Let's see what that one was. Oh, okay. So this is grayed out because this is lunchtime. So it has the ability. Let's see if I can open this thing up. Let's see if I can open this up. Yeah, I gotta disable it. Which one is this? RTY. Oh, it won't let me do it while I got it open. Hold on. Let me disable it. Go in here. It has the ability. This is really cool. I mean, I love this thing. So far, it has the ability to have a start time, an end time, and then a resume time. So like the 5-minute red line, I'm looking at it from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. And then I'm looking at it again to resume after lunch is over. So 1 p.m. to say 3:50. I mean, I haven't figured out an end time yet, but I got it sitting here at 3:50. But anyways, that's probably a little late. Probably more like maybe 3:20 would work. But anyways, so you can set your times in there, and you can set your number of you can do the daily target, daily stop, daily loss. You know, it manages the whole thing for you if you want. But anyways, hold on here. Now it's going to reload. So what I have it set is to do nothing between 12. So here's 12 o'clock right here. To 1. So it grayed out all those candles. Isn't that cool looking? That's really cool. I mean, I think it's cool. And it's got a trade counter. So here's trade 1. Here's trade 2. So it keeps track, you know, your 1, 2, 3s. It's doing your 1, 2, 3s for you. What I found really cool is on the 5-minute gold line, I saw that it recognizes the break of the pivot to the left on the pullback to keep you out of a, say a long, like say this is your pivot here and this rotated up and this came down to your gold line, right? That would not be a long if this was in the time zone. See how it went up? This is your 1-minute gold line. See how it went up, came down, then rolled up, and then created these pivots and broke them on the way down? This would not be an entry here on the way this strategy is coded right now, which is great. Just little idiosyncrasies you got to watch out for. So let's see here. Where's the trade where's the first trade? Here's trade 1. Okay, so I've got it set for after 11. I talk about that all the time, 5-minute red line. So what happened here is you had boom, boom, boom. Here's 11 o'clock. Price came down, created a new pivot, broke this pivot, rolled up into the gold line, bam, boom, there's your 20 ticks. That's it. So there's your first trade. Here's your second that knocked you out by a tick, and here's your third that got you your money back. But you can set up your own stops and targets and all that stuff. Now, the one thing I got to work on with this, because it doesn't seem to be, it's supposed to move my stop to break even at a certain point, and I've noticed that it doesn't seem to be doing that in oil. Anyways, I am going to work on debugging this because it's got a great basis to start with. I'm going to work on debugging it and seeing what's going on there. Now, I am not the owner of this. He is the owner of this. So, but I'm the one that has the strategy. And so I'm going to work on debugging it to see that it works properly. Because like I said, I see a couple errors. I got an error into an overnight open over here where it took a long and oil, an overnight open is, and then I see, and then the heck else, it was something else it was doing wrong. I wrote some notes down. I can't remember right now. But anyways, I'm going to test it and see where we go from here, see how it looks. And maybe I can get something marketable for you guys here in the near future. I am going to do a 10 account challenge again. Now that I've got this one done, I am going to do another 10 account challenge. I'm going to spend the next few days working on this. And if I get comfortable with this, I might make the 10 account challenge straight off this automated system. Now, wouldn't that be cool? By the way, Apex, 90% off for the 4th of July. Right here. AGIBQTJY. If you use my account code, it'll help support this channel. And like I said, I'm probably going to, I shouldn't say probably, I am going to get 10 more accounts. And I am going to start using them on here. And I'm going to do that 100K challenge I did last year. And I screwed it up, blew up the accounts. Anyways, I hope everybody has a good day. This was kind of all around the board, but I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.